Ma'am,
Good evening.
good evening.
How have you been?
I've been mixed emotion.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, uh, I have a lot of time thinking, and most of the time, I I thought of the happy memories or the time when we still have have a connection with people like
What
that, ma'am.
is that because of the COVID, of the pandemic?
Yes, ma'am.
Just don't call me ma'am, just call me Eden. I would like to introduce myself first. Okay, so I am an international education specialist. Been with a call center for 11 years. And, oh, well, I'm also a former broadcaster from Bombo Radio. And I'm
Wow.
Bombo Eden. And
Wow.
yeah, English and Filipino teacher as well. As we grow older, we become skilled person. Okay? So yeah, introduce yourself first.
I'm Pilina. Um, I'm I'm usually I'm usually cheerful, but it depends if I'm confident with what I am saying. And I'm second year in college in Pamantasan ng Kabuyao,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 20 years old.
How old are you?
20 years
20.
old, ma'am.
Oh my God, you're so
Yes,
young.
it is.
I remember when I got married. I'm 20.
That's
Yeah.
too early.
That's too early because I wasn't able to fulfill my dreams. I felt like I got stuck in a situation that I cannot go out. I would like to introduce to you something. When you see X, that means wrong.
X,
Yeah,
as in letter X.
there you go. Do you see that?
Ah, yes, ma'am. Wait.
All right. So when you see X, meaning that's wrong, and when you see O, that's a correction. Okay? That's how I
Ah,
teach.
okay, ma'am.
While you are speaking, I'm looking for your. Actually, it's not to criticize you, but I'm looking for all the mistakes so that we can correct those. Okay? Oh, by the way, what course are you taking?
Um, BSBA major in financial management.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You really need English.
Yes.
Okay, so when you are in a class or when you are having conversation with others in English, think English, okay? Think in English. Do not think Tagalog or Filipino. What you're saying is a transliteration. So you're thinking in Filipino and then you translate it in English, okay? So that's not proper. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead. If, as you can see, you have introduced yourself and you mentioned that you're not confident about how you speak English, whether you have the right grammar or are you really speaking good. And as my assessment, you are still an intermediate, okay? And be reminded that it takes 10 times of an intermediate speaker before you can become an advanced speaker. So, reading skills, thought organization, comprehension, and conversational English, which is self awareness, is our focus tonight. Self awareness. When you hear this word, what comes to your mind?
Self-awareness. The first thing that comes to my mind is about how you know or what. Oh, wait
It's a
lang.
good start. It's a good start. Go ahead. How you know
Um,
what? How you know who? How you know what?
how you know your your whole self of wait.
It's okay. While you are giving me your statement, I'm already correcting your sentences, okay? So remember what you're saying so that you can see what the corrections are. Okay, go ahead. You said it's how you know.
Your whole self
Mm-hmm.
of how aware of what you are or who you are
Go ahead.
if you are aware of what you can do or what you can be.
So this is what you said. Whole self means that you're thinking in Filipino. Buong pagkatao, right?
Mm.
So you're thinking in Tagalog. But the best way to say is that it's how you know yourself. And that's correct. Self awareness. How well do you know yourself? See, self awareness is also being present. Or are you? I mean, literally, during our class, if you're absent minded, so you're absent. You're not there, right? You're not there.
Yes.
So that is why sometimes you felt like you don't belong. Where am I? What am I doing? Because you're not aware of yourself. So all the while, all you need to do is just, sabi nga sa Tagalog, kilalanin mo ang sarili mo. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Okay. We do not speak English at home. Lucky are those who really, I mean, made it a point that they speak English at home so that at a very young age, children can express themselves already. So that's the problem, especially if you're not attentive during your elementary or your secondary, English classes, because that's a setback. Some people find English like difficult. Yes, it is. That's true. Because there are a lot of rules that you need to learn to become an English speaker. Anyway, all right. So then, but still, I want you to explore self awareness, okay?
Yes.
You can search. You can do a research on this. There's a lot of this on the website, but when we discuss this on our next meeting, don't use or don't treat it as it is. Use your own words. I have here 5 key tools of vocal dynamics. Why is vocal dynamics important? Because that's how you present yourself. You express yourself, especially like this. You don't see me, but the way I talk, I believe that you can gauge what kind of a person I am, right? So you have to use your voice, you have to use your oral motors to be able to speak clearly. Okay? So I want you to read because this is your reading skills. And with your reading skills, that entails comprehension, thought organization, and sentence construction. Okay? All right.
Yes.
You have the material there? Start reading when you're ready.
5 key tools of vocal dynamics. To speak effectively, you must use vocal expressiveness or vocal dynamics. These speaking techniques keep your audience attentive, engaged, and thoroughly informed and persuaded. Here are the 5 key tools of vocal dynamics. Number 1, energy and emphasis. Emphasis is the stress you place on important ideas, which should come naturally. But you also need enough energy so that your voice encompasses your audience. Nothing turns off listeners more than a speaker who makes them work too hard. reminding everyone of the distance between that presenter and his or her audience.
Okay, so it says energy and emphasis. That's given. Because if you're talking like, hi, Felina, how are you today? Do you feel like you wanted to learn English? I think not.
No.
So that's being monotone, right? And no life, no stress, I mean, no energy. Okay, let's go to number two.
Number two, pitch inflection. Inflection meaning change in the quality of the voice, often showing an emotion.
Hmm.
Varying or inflecting your pitch adds color and excitement to what you say. A pitch without any variation is a monotone, which is where we get the word mono- monotonous. A speaker who
Okay, I will correct your pronunciation later. Go ahead.
yes, a speaker who uses pitch inflection, however, is much easier to listen to. That speaker also helps listeners grasp important points since these become peaks of inflection that stand out from the rest of the plateau. Meaning here, a plateau is also a period during which these are no big changes.
Okay, so what do you understand about what you read? Pitch, inflection, change in the quality of the voice, often showing an emotion.
Um, what I've understand about pitch inflection is how you low or raise your voice depending on what you wanted to say.
Okay, so that means rising and falling of your voice. Showing excitement. Hey, how are you? Showing sadness. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't feel good. No, not today. All right, so, okay, let's go to number three, rhythm and pace.
Number three, rhythm and pace. Have you ever listened to a speaker who seemed to be racing in the Indy 500 without a car? How about someone with a speaking rhythm like a metronome? Metronome meaning a device that produces a regular beat at a desired speed to help musicians keep the correct rhythm.
Mhm.
Audiences need a varied pace to stay interested. If you're completely invested in what you're saying, your rate and rhythm will vary naturally, since ideas and emotions change constantly throughout the speech.
All right. So there should be rhythm and pace, meaning when you're reading like this and you saw commas or you need to group your phrases, okay? You have to do that even without the comma or any signs that you have to pause. You need to imagine that imaginary comma so that you have your sentences clear and easy to understand. Like one example here is here. If you're completely invested in what you're saying, your rate and rhythm will vary naturally, since ideas and emotions change constantly throughout a speech. See, even if there is no comma after rhythm, you need to give emphasis to the rate and rhythm. Okay? All right, let's continue. Number four, please.
Number 4. The power of silence. She was the most. If a speaker paused right there before going on, wouldn't you be interested in what was coming next? Pauses work wonderfully to create suspense, emphasis, to bridge ideas, and to transition between points. And silence, by itself, is one of the most powerful tools in your speaking arsenal. Arsenal meaning here is the oral motor cavity, your teeth, tongue, lips, cheeks, jaw, and palate. Palate? The
Palate.
top part of palate and palate. The top part of the inside of your mouth. Palate.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Number 5, vocal quality. Vocal quality includes all the elements of tone, richness, pleasantness, and emotional connection that create the essence of human speech. Think about someone whose voice you love listening to versus the grating speaker who gets on your nerves. Your audience too wants a voice that not only informs them but makes listening to you enjoyable and, dare we say, memorable.
Yeah. All right. So later, I will ask you to summarize what you read. I mean, just an understanding. But for now, let's go ahead and pronounce the words you mispronounce. Actually, it's all about the TH sound. TH, which th. And I'd like to do the oral motor exercises with you, but since you don't see me, let's just do that on our next meeting, okay? So let us say these
These
thoroughly.
thoroughly,
It's not ta, it's thaw.
so,
Thoroughly.
thoroughly,
TH, tha. Can you say tha? Tha.
ta, ta,
The roll your tongue. Roll your tongue under your upper teeth. And then release an air. Do you hear
again,
that?
wait, the, 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 that,
Okay. Imagine how I read it. Thoroughly.
thoroughly,
Thaw. Do I sound taw? Did I sound taw?
no,
No. Okay. So it's thaw. Thoroughly. There should be an air.
thoroughly,
All right.
thoroughly,
Practice. Okay. Thoroughly and that.
tho- thoroughly, that,
Pitch.
pitch,
It's not peach. It's pitch.
pitch,
There you go. The rule is if the letter I is between two consonants, it should be so it should be pitch.
eh,
Not peach,
pitch,
pitch. Okay. Color.
pitch, color,
Color.
color,
There you go. Monotonous.
uh, pardon,
Monotonous.
Mo- monotonous,
Okay. Acceptable because monotonous is American English and monotonous is British English. So there's nothing wrong about it. Just make sure that you pronounce the word correctly. That's monotonous.
monotonous,
All right. Grasp.
grasp,
Emphasis.
emphasis,
Period.
period,
All right. Metronome.
ah, metronome,
Mm-hmm. So it shouldn't be metronomy. It should be metronome. Metronome.
metronome,
Metronome.
metronome,
You see this sign there? That sign will tell you how you're going to pronounce the last syllable. Oh, metronome. Okay? Okay, would you like to say that again?
metronome,
Gnome.
gnome,
There you go. All right, there.
there,
There.
there,
There.
there,
Okay? You don't exert effort. So you have to exert effort when you're saying these things because it's very important, especially your letter V, your letter B, your letter F, and your letter P.
there.
Okay? All right. So let's
Yes.
say cavity,
Cavity.
palate.
Palette.
Not palette, but palette.
Palette.
There is an air, pa.
Palette.
There you go. Vocal quality.
Vocal quality.
All right. Okay. Tell me at least two sentences about what you learned or five key tools of vocal dynamics.
The five dynamics, what I've learned is about how you emphasize the word clearly and efficiently, and you how you use the pitch on the word or the sentence, either it should be high or low. And I remember that you should practice the oral I mean the oral pronunciation.
Mm-hmm. That's it. At least you got some understanding of what you've read, okay? So it should be high or low, but it's the rising and falling of
For
pitch or your voice. Okay, very good. Now let's go to our we still have 3 minutes. Let's do our picture description. You know what how to do picture description? In a picture
yes,
in describing pictures, you have to make up a story. Put yourself in that picture. Put yourself in that picture and feel like this one. What is the man doing? So let yourself be the man, right?
I'm I'm feeling comfortable hugging my cats,
Go ahead.
and I felt their wait, what do you
Yeah,
call
yeah, it's
that?
okay. Take your time.
I felt that their fur, I mean, their fur are soft and huggable. Mom, I'm not fond of animals.
You have to make up a story, right?
Yes. I usually play with them, touching their touching their fur because of its softness.
I'm sorry.
Because of its softness.
Okay. All right. Anyway, tonight is just practice, okay? So let's go and see what you've said.
I'm feeling comfortable hugging my cats. I
The,
felt that I felt that their fur. Mom,
hmm? What?
can you pronounce the fur? I can
I felt that they're first.
first
Uh-huh.
first. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that their furs are soft,
Okay.
and I love touching them.
Yes. All right. So I'm feeling you said I'm feeling comfortable. Comfortable. That's wrong. You have to say comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yes, you don't say comfortable. That's wrong. That's Filipinism.
Okay, I'm feeling
Uh-huh.
comfortable.
Obvious that you're a Filipino when you say I feel comfortable on my end. So it's comfortable hugging my cats. I felt
Comfortable.
that their furs are soft, and I love touching them. So thank you so much. Time is up. Believe me, if you're a teachable student, you will learn. So thank you so much. Anything else I
Thank
can help you
you.
with? You know what? You need to practice English. Why? Because that's your fallback. Like your dad, you can work in a call center while you're waiting for your job. After graduation or maybe before you graduate, if you can work already, magsalita ka sa harapan ng salamin. Talk to yourself. And do not read with your eyes. Read with your lips, with sound.
With
And
lips.
record your voice so you can hear it. Okay? All
Yes.
right. So, Felina, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eden.
All right. I'll see you on Saturday, right? Saturday
Yes.
at 8 p.m. Okay. That's all. Good night and have a good rest. Bye bye.
Good night.